Hi guys, so I thought I'd do something a bit different today and I wanted to just create a little tag video about capsule wardrobes. I actually got this idea because I received an email about a month ago from a girl named Clara, and it's Clara and she is apparently doing some sort of article about capsule wardrobes, and she sent me a list of questions that she was asking people about sort of when they first started with capsule wardrobes, like why they do it, what their favourite thing about it is, that kind of thing. And she's got to apparently compile it into an article that she's got on her website. So I emailed her my answers, and they were actually really quite long answers, and I haven't heard back yet, but I will link the site that is apparently going to have the article on it. I don't think it's launched yet, but regardless of that, I just really wanted to share the questions and my answers to them with you guys, and I would love to hear from you guys. If you would like to answer the questions, feel free to do this tag. I will tag a few specific people down below, but definitely let me know in the comments if you do this video and I'll come and watch it. So after all that rambling, we'll get started with the questions. Number 1, when did you first discover the capsule wardrobe concept? So for me it was at the start of 2015, actually on New Year's Day. I just decided that this was the year I was going to try and simplify my life. I sort of very recently discovered the idea of minimalism, and I'd been reading a bunch of blogs and watching YouTube videos on the topic and about decluttering and that kind of thing. And I'd always been someone who was quite a tidy person. I liked organisation, and just any mess and just too much stuff has always sort of just bugged me. But somehow, despite always having fairly regular clear outs, I just somehow always had so much stuff. And this was particularly prevalent when it came to my wardrobe. I just had so many clothes and it was just such a mess, and I felt like I didn't really have a particular style that I loved. I knew what I liked to wear and that kind of thing, but when you have a wardrobe that's just packed with all these different clothes, it can sometimes be a bit hard to actually pick out what is actually the things that you really love. In 2015, I just decided that it had to stop. I discovered Light by Coco on YouTube, and from there Project 333 by Courtney Carver, and that's how the sort of capsule wardrobe thing started. And then also, while sort of just looking online, I found Caroline's blog Unfancy, and she does a 37-piece capsule wardrobe. So yeah, it's been about 1.5 years since I discovered capsule wardrobes, but I did my first one in winter last year, so winter in Australia, so it would have been in June that I started it. So it's actually been a whole year since I've been doing a capsule wardrobe now, and I'm really loving it, as you'll be able to tell from all the videos that I've made. Number 2, why do you do a capsule wardrobe? So although I love fashion, I hate spending ages deciding what to wear. The number of times that I stood in front of my wardrobe going, oh, I have nothing to wear, when it was filled with clothes, and then obviously the resulting wardrobe mess that occurred after trying on a million different outfits. So I just decided I didn't want to have to deal with that anymore, and it was such a waste of time. So the capsule wardrobe idea of just having a smaller curated wardrobe of just things that you love and that all work together, it just really appealed to me. I just decided that I wanted getting dressed to just be effortless, and that's what a capsule wardrobe does. It makes it just so easy because you've got less choice. You're not going to be overwhelmed, and everything that you have, you love. Last year I also moved out of home for the first time and into a smaller apartment, so my wardrobe space was significantly reduced, so that was definitely another good incentive. Number 3, what is the best part about doing a capsule wardrobe? I sort of answered that in the previous question, but it just makes getting dressed effortless. There's no more of that standing in front of the wardrobe going, I have no idea what I'm going to wear. And also it's really, really great for helping you define your style and figure out what works for you, what you love, and just what makes you feel really great, because you don't have any of those excess things, just the sort of well-edited collection that you really, really love. Also, it helped me to be so much more intentional with my shopping. There's no more of these sort of spur of the moment impulse buys that you later regret. So that has been a really great thing. Number 4, what is the hardest part about doing a capsule wardrobe? So for me, it is letting go of pieces that I love and I have like a sentimental attachment to. And some of these pieces are things that I've probably worn a ton like in the past and that I really, really do like, but that just don't work for me anymore. Whether that's just because they're too worn out. I really struggle with that when pieces wear out. I know I shouldn't have like such an attachment to my like clothes, they're just things, but I do, and you sort of attach memories to them, and so I find that quite difficult. Or you know, if you don't fit them anymore, or if they just don't go with the style now. So that's a thing that I'm working on. Number 5, what's your best tip for beginners? So I think the most important thing to remember is to start slow. It's not going to be perfect at first, and it's not all going to happen overnight. You just need to slowly figure out what works for you, and you learn so much as you actually live with a capsule wardrobe. You work out what does work and what doesn't, and you really do figure out your own style. It's really important that you just work with what you have at first, and then eventually you'll figure out what really works for you and your lifestyle. Also, I don't think you should focus too much on the specific number of items. For some people that might work, but for me it was more about keeping the numbers smaller so you're just not overwhelmed. Just about reducing it down and having a more curated number of clothes that works for you and your lifestyle. Number 6, how many pieces does your capsule wardrobe include? So as I was saying, I don't really have a specific set number, but I do keep it around the sort of 33 to 40 mark. It does depend on the season. Obviously, if it's like a lot colder where you live, you probably need a few more things. I've said before, I'm not including my accessories or shoes, but I do try to keep those a bit more minimal. And as I've said before, I wouldn't call myself a minimalist, but I do like the idea of it, and I've been just slowly trying to work that into my life and simplify and just own less things in general. I also just wanted to say I don't include my like special occasion pieces in my capsule wardrobe. I try to keep them, like make sure that the number that I have of those kind of clothes isn't excessive, but I think it's perfectly fine to have a few extra items that are not necessarily worn every day, but just to have for when you do need them. Number 7, what are your 5 most essential pieces? So I thought this would be quite a fun question because obviously it's going to be different for everyone depending on your style. But for me, number 1 would be my blue boyfriend jeans. I just love the relaxed look that they have. They're so comfy and they're just perfect for everyday casual wear, but you can also dress them up a little bit if you wanted to pair them with some heels. Number 2 would be my favourite white top with lace detailing. I just love this piece. It's so easy to wear and yeah, just really pretty. So maybe just a nice top. Number 3 would be a black cardigan to add a little bit of warmth, and they go with everything because it's black. Number 4 would just be a pretty dress that you can wear during the daytime but is also versatile enough to wear at night. So my favourite one is this beautiful floral dress that you're seeing on the screen now, and it's just got a full skirt, and I just love that silhouette. It's just my kind of thing. It looks great with a pair of sandals in summer during the daytime, but then at night time you can dress it up a little bit and wear it with heels, and it still looks really great. And then number 5 would be a pair of black ballet flats because they're always useful. You can walk everywhere in them, they're comfy. And then the last one will just be any additional comments, so anything else that you want to add. And for me, I really want to just say that a capsule wardrobe doesn't have to be all about the monochrome looks. That's fine if you like that, but if you've been a bit hesitant about trying it because you really like wearing colour and you're not sure if it will work, I can definitely tell you that it does. So if you need any ideas on how to make that work, I've actually done another video on which I will link below for tips on creating a colourful capsule wardrobe, and you'll see that my summer and spring capsules are both really quite bright and patterns and colourful, so definitely if you're thinking about it, don't let the fact that you love colour put you off doing a capsule wardrobe. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I know I probably talked about some of these things before, but I thought it would be cool to put it all into one video, and I would love to hear what you guys think. If you make this video, I would love to watch it, and or you can just answer the questions in the comment down below. I'm particularly excited about hearing from the people that have tagged, so I will leave those down below. I haven't decided. I've got a few people in mind, but I haven't decided exactly who else I'm going to tag yet, so they'll be linked down below. Hope you're having a great day. See you next time. Bye.